In the UK, we buy 7 million second-hand cars every year.
Done.
Whether it's online or at the forecourt, we all want a good runner at a low price.
I'm thinking there's room for negotiation.
Some of the best bargains are to be found here at car auctions.
40, 50, 60, 70, even 80, 90.
Where dealers can make a good living.
Sold to you, sir. Well bought.
Buying cheap to sell for a big profit.
I'll buy anything if it's cheap enough.
I've got money and I'm not afraid to spend it.
1,000.
It's a world of rivalry.
Every time you keep trying to sting me, it's going to happen to you, mate, I'm telling you.
The number one thing is give it the poker face. That's the bottom line.
Underestimate me at your peril.
And risk.
If you change your mind, the second that hammer's gone down, it's too late.
It's always a gamble. These cars are someone else's trouble.
37.50, that's a good offer.
It's going one.
If they're lucky, they can bag a luxury car for small change.
For a great-looking retro 1980s Porsche at $950, your vehicle. Well done.
But get it wrong, and they'll end up blowing thousands on a scrapper. Scott Mahoney thrives on competition, whether it's in his personal training or at the auctions.
Come on.
Getting all my aggression out in there helps your confidence and it gives you the edge in the auction house.
He's been selling cars for 15 years, and the auctions are his second favourite arena.
I sell thousands of vehicles every year, but I still keep going to the auction because it's a buzz. I love it. Physical presence to me is very important. I try to look intimidating on it. It puts the other traders off.
Got a parcel for you.
Thank you.
Manny Hayer from Coventry is the kind of rookie dealer that Scott likes to eat for breakfast. He's made a bit of money running his own courier business.
See me, I'm a self-made businessman, I am. When I spot an opportunity, I jump at it.
In between deliveries, he buys wrecked exotic cars, which he then restores.
This one, if you can make it out, it's an Audi R8. Front end damage, but the lucky thing with these, the engine's in the back, we get them cheap, fix them up, and then sell them on.
Now he's getting into auctions as a way to make some fast cash.
An auction for me, if there's something I see which I know I can make money on, I'm having it, and I'm making money on it.
But he'll only make money if he can beat Scott and the other dealers to the draw. Today's auction is in Croydon, in Surrey.
It's been through the wars, hasn't it?
Interior's nice, though.
The auction today is full of prestige cars. That's my market.
They may be prestige cars, but under the surface, they could be rotten. And everyone wants to avoid huge repair bills that will wipe out profits.
What I always do is have a look at the brake pads and the discs, make sure they're in good quality condition. These old cars, it's an expensive repair job. What you also need to do is have a look at the condition of the oil. Look at the state of that. That's all creamy, mate. There's a good chance the head gasket's gone on that.
Too much money needs spending on it.
I'm going to give that a miss. When I first see a car and look into it, I turn into Sherlock Holmes on a crime scene. I start looking at tiny little cracks or evidence here that are going to affect the profit.
A dealer's dream scenario is selling a car fast with minimal or no repairs. In the trade, it's called a flip.
That's what it's about, making that cash in, cash out, cash back. Pin the bumper back a bit, touch that up, done. Easy money.
Finding a car to flip is one challenge. Beating your rivals to it is even harder.
Tactics. I will always be at an auction 2 hours before anybody else. I'll have a quick scout around. Then when I see somebody else, a competitor, looking at it, I'll pretend I've seen that car for the first time. Just arrived.
You haven't just arrived. You've been here ages. I've seen you up there having your lunch.
Who's looking at what? The number one thing is not to give away what you're interested in. It's harder in ones that people know you, that's for sure.
Nobody knows me. They don't know what I'm interested in, what I'm going to buy, or what I'm going to do.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Dingle Motor Auction.
The time for talking is over. There's deals to be done and wheels to be won. There are 70 cars up for grabs in today's auction. 3 of those are just for our dealers to bid on.
We're going to start off with a very, very nice lot here.
First car up, a 17-year-old Mercedes C-Class.
Here's a Mercedes C280. Gorgeous looking car, this thing. Look around it. It is in super condition.
This is one of the best cars Mercedes ever made.
Only one former owner.
I'm looking at this car and I'm thinking there's one person for this motor, and that's Scott.
With a June the 10th of this year MOT.
I know everything about Mercedes. I own 4 of them.
Just take a look around that car. And the good news is, for all you guys down there and ladies, it is absolutely no reserve.
No reserve. Music to my ears.
No reserve means it will sell no matter how low the highest bid. But the dealers have to be careful. Old Mercs like this are surprisingly cheap because they're gas guzzlers and repairs are expensive.
2.8 litre V6 is too juicy.
Mercedes C-Class with big engines. You're going to be friends with the petrol station.
How much for miles, mate?
165,000.
Too much for me, mate.
Too much for me, and all.
160,000 miles, man.
There's a lot of mileage on it for a petrol. What do you reckon of the interior?
It's not bad.
Nice, solid German car. The money's right. I don't have to check on this car. I know how much that car should sell for. I'm going to stick to that price, and I should get it. It needs to be 300 quid, that's it. I'll have a go. I'll have a go when the price is right.
But he's not the only one who's keen.
Nice and clean. Looks like saying done 16,500 miles.
Blimey, that's worth it, innit? Because it's clean.
I'm not put off by high mileage on these cars. It's German engineering. It's lovely. It looks 5 years old. Someone's really looked after this car.
Manny may be new here, but he's come with a plan. He knows someone who's waiting to buy a Merc.
Always have a buyer in mind. That's my tactic.
So here we go, hands out of pockets, let's get your money out now. Where are we starting? £200 straight in, 200 there, £200 bid. Who's got 250? 250 there, 250, who's got 300? 260, let's take another tenner, I'll take 260 you, Scott. Big money being spent now, 270, 270 there.
Who's this Manny guy? He's just appeared out of nowhere.
280, 280, who's got 290? 290 here.
Who is this guy, Manny? Has he got money?
£290.
This guy's costing me money, and I'm not happy.
300? £300, there we go, 300 bid. Any more bids at 310? Tenner with you, £310, there we go.
Ooh, Scott's not going to be happy about that.
Is there any more bids, any more? No, it's sold, your car.
That's a lot of car there for just over 300 quid. I'm chuffed.
If Mahoney wants to go up against me, that's fine. I'll teach him a lesson.
A luxury Merc for a few hundred quid should be the steal of the day.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Jaguar X-Type.
Or maybe not.
Nice bit of British engineering there, 2002 on the O2 plate.
This prestige Jaguar has had one former keeper and has a luxurious leather interior.
It's in that lovely Westminster blue metallic, gorgeous looking car. Sensible bids required on this one. It is a very, very nice thing.
There could be more profit in this than the Mercedes. It's cheaper to run and more desirable.
Profits in this vehicle. Good news.
I'm thinking this is a bargain. Nice car, nice colour, easy sellable colour.
Drives all right, doesn't it? Perfect.
Small engine.
Small engine.
You like it, or
Yeah, I do really like it.
Fancy going halves on this one?
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Previous keeper. Nice bit of British motoring heritage there in front of you.
There's a downside though. This car dates from when some Jaguars shared their chassis with a Mondeo.
The problem with the X-Type is it's jag money for a Ford car.
Of course.
This car is mutton dressed as lamb. It's always going to have the tag of being a Mondeo.
And if that's not enough of a warning sign, there's a yellow engine-shaped light on the dash, which is the car's way of telling you you've got a problem.
Look, Chris, engine management light on, mate.
Yeah.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah, I'll never buy a car with an engine management light on.
That illuminated warning sign in the dash might as well be a pound sign.
I'm not bidding on this. Engine management light on a Jag, big neon sign saying I'm going to cost you a load of money.
The engine management light, it's a problem, but it doesn't really put me off as long as the price is right.
There's no way I'm letting him get this cheap. Payback time now.
It's here to be sold now.
Scott is bidding on the Jag just to push the price up for Manny.
Start low. Who's got? I was going to start with 3, but we'll start with you, Scott. £400, 450 there, £500 bid, 550 with you, Mel. Come on, somebody else put their hand up. Another £25, 575. We're on sale at 575. £600 with you, Scott. 600, 625 with you, Jamie. 625. It's on sale.
I'm out of this one. Just too many people bidding.
Lots of service history.
Manny is out, but Scott hasn't noticed.
Sale at 625, 650, Scott, with you, sir. £650. Any more bids anywhere else?
Now he's on the hook for a car he doesn't want.
A lot more money. I think it's a lovely looking thing. £675, Mel, you're in.
That was close.
At 675, is there any more bids? Going once, going twice. Mel, your car, well bought, lovely thing.
Now we just got to worry about that engine warning light.
It's like tossing a coin. It's a 50-50. I wouldn't be doing that on a Jag.
Share the price of the car, you can share the losses.
Don't get jealous because we bought it. We got it cheap.
This is a bad buy.
How's this a bad buy?
What, 98,000 miles, engine management lights on.
It might just be a sensor.
So how are you going to sell it with the engine management light on?
Get it taken off. Shut up, the lot of ya.
This is the Mini Cooper, little 1.6 Mini Cooper.
So far, big man Scott has failed to intimidate the opposition.
I need a win now.
It's in that lovely fire engine red.
This Mini Cooper is his last chance to score a hit.
It's got two
How much mileage you won't touch this? Not for me. I like this car. I like this car very much. I've got clients that've got Lamborghinis and Ferraris in the garage, but how many on the drive?
Lovely looking car.
The Mini Cooper's long been one of the best-selling prestige small cars. Sporty design and quality interior mean they hold their value well.
Everyone wants a Mini as their first-time car. These cars are desirable.
So who's going to start me at £700? Who's got £700 to start the bidding? £700 there, £800 in front, £850 with you, Mel, £850, £900 down here, £950 there with Scott, £1,000 there. There's £1,050 with you, Scott. Who's got 11? 11M, £1,100. It's a nice looking car. It's £1,150W. £1,200, Mel, there we go. £1,200. Who's got an extra 50? £1,250 bid now. Is there any more bids anywhere else? Any more bids anywhere else? At £1,250. Mr. S, with you, sir.
Finally, a decent bit of motor that I can make some money on. These guys know not to mess about with me.
Do you know what? You're so predictable. Do you know that?
Call me psychic, I can tell you're not entirely happy what's happened here.
Oh, you just get on my nerves, mate.
Today, the dealers have bagged 3 prestige cars for well under £3 grand. Big man Scott has won a minuscule Mini.
My cars are a lot better than the cars they bought.
Newbie dealer Manny's taken a punt on an old Mercedes with only a month's MOT.
This is the most important part. Let's see if it actually starts.
Nice looking car.
And Mel and Jim have bought a Jag that could be more of a dog than a wildcat.
I'm a little bit concerned about that engine management light.
You know what? That's what everyone was saying in the auction.
Buying cars is the easy part. Now they have to try and make some money on them.
That's not a major. That is not a major.
£1,250 bid now. Is there any more bids?
Dealer Scott Mahoney came to the auction with big intentions and ended up with a Mini.
Mr. S, with you, sir.
But it's only after the auction that he gets a proper look at the car.
It's a 13-year-old car, so you're going to get the odd little dents from the supermarket, things like that, but it's a Mini. It's one of the things that makes Britain great. I can't lose on this one. There's a couple of scratches here and there, but I won't touch it. It's ready to go.
Had a little touch up there. I've seen that inside on the auction anyway. The only thing I didn't spot is a bit of rusting.
Manny bought a C-Class Mercedes that's only got 1 month's MOT. To renew it could cost him hundreds in repairs.
Been contaminated, that has.
Manny's hoping he can sell the Merc he bought fast without doing anything to the car.
They'll need to do a service on it, flush out the antifreeze on it, the water looks contaminated, put some more in there, maybe give it an oil change. Otherwise, looks spot on.
Time to call the potential buyer he hopes will be interested.
You was interested in the S-Class, you were saying to me?
Yes, mate, yeah, I am, yeah.
I've got something which is right up your street.
Yep.
C280.
Is it a nice car?
Car's mint.
The car looks mint.
The car is mint.
Is it on alloys, Manny?
On the alloys, I can do you
What
this.
sort of money is it?
Because I want a quick flip over on this, I'll do it for you around the 700.
MOT?
I'm pretty sure it had a month MOT left on it.
Yeah.
You know me, I've checked over it myself.
I'll tell you what, Manny. Give me the 40 quid back for the MOT and then I'm happy.
660?
It'd be great for me.
I'll come and shake your hand on that and I'll bring you the vehicle. There we go, deal's done. Happy man. Quick, £250 in my pocket. Day's work.
Manny's managed to sell the Merc sight unseen and without leaving the auction house. It's a perfect flip. All he's got to do now is drive the car to the buyer. Scott's taken his Mini home and advertises it online.
Fingers crossed it is something small.
Right, is the vehicle open?
Jim, though, has a date with fate.
There's the key.
Lovely, thank you.
A mechanic is trying to work out what that engine warning light is all about.
So the first thing we've got to find is a diagnostic OBD socket,
Okay.
which we found.
Now, with this engine warning light, the engine could be on the way out, the gearbox could be faulty. That's what I'm hoping it's not. Fingers crossed it's something small, but you just don't know, do you?
The £675 Mel and Jim spent hangs in the balance.
Worst case scenario, probably on a vehicle like this, would be ECU.
Major brain of the car.
Yeah, that would cause a big financial problem for you.
Right, that's what I don't want.
No. Okay, we've got a code come up, Jim. It's oxygen sensor, so it's quite a quick fix.
I'm so glad it ain't the ECU.
Yeah, we'll get that done for you straight away.
That's made my day. Nice on this.
Jim and Mel have got off lightly. The problem is just a sensor in the exhaust.
Now, it looked like a big risk when I took this car, but I'll tell you what, the risk has now paid off. Mel's going to be chuffed, I'm well happy, and we can start making some profit on this vehicle. Wicked, you are a star, mate, I'm telling you. I can make a few quid on this now.
Won't lie to you, it's a lovely car. I keep it myself, but I can't fit in it. It's lower insurance.
The only specialist Scott has seen is a valet where he spent just £10. A free online ad has paid dividends.
Is it open?
It's hooked a guy who wants a car for his daughter.
2 lady owners.
2 lady owners.
That's not a lady owner, is it?
It's just a bit of modification. Some girls like to drive fast as well, you know.
Fast women.
Fast women. My kind of women.
Can we take it out?
Be careful with it.
Yeah, will be.
It's nice to let them take the car out by themselves. They're not nervous, they're not worrying about how they drive. Makes them a bit more confident. And when they're confident, they're better buyers, they're easier buyers. They're not feeling like they're being ripped off, things like that. But he's having that car, I can tell.
Drives nice.
It's been looked after. Everything's been etched, all the number plates, even on the lights. I know you want it. I know you're going to have it.
And you want what for it?
Still £2,000.
Scott, that's too much for me. It's for my daughter, this one.
Really?
Yeah. I'll make you an offer, 1,700 quid cash.
We miles apart, mate. I can do 19. It's a lovely car, you like it. Your daughter's going to love it. You know you didn't go back to your daughter and tell her you didn't buy this car. Huh? I've got 2 girls, I know.
1,800 quid. Cash.
OK, mate, go on.
Thanks, Scott.
Cheers, mate. Don't be too greedy. If people know you sell quality cars cheaper than anyone else, you've got all them customers coming back. So his family bought cars off me before. His friends and family will buy cars off me in the future. So I've won today. I'm happy with it.
Jim.
Mel and Jim have found a potential buyer for their Jag. Pub owner Pete.
Shall we have a look around it?
Why not?
OK, so it's got a couple of little issues, not major issues. Yeah, a little scratch on the back there, a bit of paint chip. But I'll tell you what, it's actually not really in bad condition.
It looks good.
If you have a look at the number plate, mate, bouncy. What do you reckon? I love it. It's great, isn't it?
It drives smoothly, I'll give you that.
It does. It's a lovely, lovely drive. As you can feel it.
Whoa!
It really does come off.
It does shift, doesn't it?
It does.
The car cost them $675 and they're splitting the profit. So they need to convince him to pay top whack for it.
We want $15.50 for it, and I think that's a bargain. Don't you, Mel?
I do, yeah. It's a real bargain.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Jim. Right, I like the car. I've got £1,000 sat in that till right now, cash.
No, no way. No way, mate. No way.
I'll give you 12.
1,200 quid. It's one former owner, full Jag history.
That is a lovely car sitting out there.
You know it's worth the money, Pete.
But I can't justify $15.50.
Right, Pete. The best price that we can do is $14.70, and I think that's a fair deal.
I think that is.
Don't you?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do, right?
Go on.
I'll give you 14,
Yep.
and I'll throw in a case of beer on top.
For each of us.
Go on.
You know what? I think you got yourself a deal. 1,400 in full.
In full.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your beer.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.
It's been a flipping good auction for the dealers.
Mel, your car, well bought, lovely thing.
With fees and repairs, Mel and Jim spent around £850 on the Jag. They sold it for $1,400, making a total profit of just over 550 quid.
Thank you.
Mr. S, with you, sir.
After auction fees and valeting, Scott spent just over £1,350 on the Mini.
OK, mate, go on.
He sold it for $1,800, bringing his profit to just under 450 smackers.
I knew that was a good car. I knew it was worth the money, and it was worth paying that bit extra just to get it.
And it's sold. Manny, your car.
Manny, the fastest gun of all, spent $390 on the Mercedes, including auction fees.
Got something which is right up your street.
He sold it over the phone to make a super quick £250.
280. 280. Who's got...
Auctions. Whether you make your cash fast or like to win big, the smell of profit is just as sweet.
£300 is nowhere near enough.